Hello, little ones. Today we'll be learning what it means to summarize and how to do it. Are you ready? Well, boys and girls, when we summarize, we retell an event or story in a short way by only giving the important details. For example, today is fun day and your best friend is absent. When you see them the next day and you tell them what happened, you wouldn't tell them everything. You would only tell them some things. You would retell that day. Or how about a Sunday at the beach with your family? I am sure you would want to tell your friends all about it. Well, when you retell what happened and you talk about the important parts, like where you went, when you went, who was there, and one thing that happened, you are summarizing that event. Let's say you saw a shark at the beach that day. When you tell your friend that you went with Mommy to the beach on Sunday and saw a shark swim near the shore, you are summarizing that event. And guess what? You can also do this when we read. We can tell the important things that happened in the story to summarize. How can you do this, you wonder? How does it work when we have a story? Well, boys and girls, one of the ways we can summarize a story is to tell what happened at the beginning, at the middle, and at the end of a story. But remember, we are only telling the important parts, the parts that help to explain the main idea. Let's look at the nursery rhyme, Old Mother Hubbard. Listen as I read it to you. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her paw dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. Now, little ones, can you tell me what happens at the beginning of the story? Yes, Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard. Now, what happens in the middle? That's right, the cupboard was bare. Do you know what bare means? Look at the picture and guess. Can you see that the cupboard is empty? Bare means empty. Good job. Now, can you tell me what happens at the end? Yes, the dog didn't get the bone. I wonder, can you tell me why the dog didn't get the bone? That's right, there wasn't any because the cupboard was bare. Well done. Now, little ones, another way that we can summarize is to use our hands to help us to answer our question words about the story. Do you remember our question words? When we summarize, we can tell who, what, when, where, and why things happen. After reading a story, we should be able to summarize by telling who did something, what they did, when and where they did it, and even why. Let's try it. Can you read this story with me? Here is Jan today. She is going on a boat at the beach. She is wearing a coat. It's cold, said Jan. I will wear my big gold coat on the boat. Oh no! When Jan ran to the boat, her gold coat got poked by a pole. Now Jan's coat has a hole. What will she do? Jan will take her coat to her dad. Can he fix it? Yes, Dad can. Dad will fix Jan's coat. Hooray! Now Jan can go on the boat in her big gold coat. Now let's summarize the story. Remember, we can use our question words to tell the important stuff. Who did what, when, where, and why? Are you ready? Who was the story about? That's right, Jan. And what was she doing? Going for a ride in the boat. When did this story take place? That's right, today. Where do you think the story took place? That's correct, at the beach. Why could Jan not go for a ride at first? Because her coat got a hole. Now we can put it all together to summarize. A little girl named Jan wanted to go for a ride in the boat, but couldn't go at first because she got a hole in her coat. Her dad fixed it, and then she went. Very good, boys and girls. All right, little ones. Remember, when we summarize, we tell a long story in a short way by only telling the important events. We can do this by telling the beginning, middle, and ending of a story, or we can use our hands to tell who, what, when, where, and why. You did an excellent job today, boys and girls. Keep on practicing, and see you next time. Bye.